So I'm about to click play here on a completion of T5 on no hope difficulty. Except there's a little bit of a caveat here, or actually several. One is that we only have white razor wire. 2, I'm the melee character, but I'm not playing Holly. 3, we also have charred and volatile ridden. So there's a bunch of things that are not going in our favor here, but we were still able to complete this. So what I want to do is showcase to you guys what that ebb and flow looked like, and then I'll pop in occasionally here and give you some extra commentary as to what I was thinking or things I think that are important as this is progressing through. Okay, so I'm going to disappear and come back, and mainly we're just going to be watching how the things play out. Okay, so let's get it started here. But something to keep in mind right away is our roles. So my role is not necessarily one of showing off or being the strongest character on the team or face tanking everything or taking down mutations. My job is to hold a line so that Rourke can spawn items. He is the Pinata explosive character, which is a much stronger character right now than the melee character, especially since I'm not playing Holly. My job is to hold the line and make sure Rourke doesn't get pushed in too hard, and so that Rourke can save some resources so that he can generate more resources. Because if he has to blow a grenade on 1 or 2 creatures, that's a big waste. But if he can continuously farm a grenade or a Molotov off of killing a bunch of things, that's a good spot for us. And to be clear, the roles are going to be Rourke and I on the stairs. I'm playing Charisse melee. And then Bell is running to get the crates, and then Ren is going to be playing Overwatch sitting up top on the roof. And his job is to take mutations and lower their health before they reach the stairs. And you'll see Ren flexing and rotating a lot because sometimes things are just too chunky on No Hope, especially since we don't have a lot of good wire. Puke. Left window. Something you'll see over on that left window is there's often threats that come over there, so you have to keep your eyes peeled over there. Sometimes a Stalker will come through and jump, a Stinger will come through and spit, a Reeker, or a Wretch will come through and spit. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Also, another strategy, by the way, is since they went ahead and increased the range at which you can throw propane tanks and throw gas tanks, all of the propane and gas that you can find outside before the level starts can be thrown onto the roof. And then the person on the roof can take the gas cans of propane tanks and funnel them back down to the people on the stairs so the people on the stairs can use them as needed, which is how you're seeing us have a bunch of gas cans that Rourke can blow up and farm Pinata with. Stinger? Somewhere? Oh, he's right in front of me. Oh, a Greeker? I'll just hit him. Doesn't matter. Yeah, in this case, it doesn't really matter if there's a Reeker because there's just an infinite horde anyway, so don't be afraid of them and feel like you have to dance with them on this level. Wretch, moving. Ooh, buddy. Something you can do is climb on the banisters
that's for sure.
in order to avoid some of the Wretch. That does help sometimes, which is what we just did.
I'm going back to your swing real quick.
Here we go.
And now something you'll see that I'm doing early, but I actually figure this out more as we get into the level, is I'm using my combat knife a lot. And combat knife is a great weapon for melee because it has a low stam requirement, it attacks really fast, it has pretty decent damage, it's a great melee weapon. However, in this specific scenario, I started to move more towards my fire axe and then also alternating to my AA-12. The AA-12 I'd alternate to help clear our mutations a lot faster and to help push back the wave in case the wave started to push onto us. But where I found the fire axe was really useful was helping create distance between volatile and charred. Because something that was happening during this level is if you have Molotovs that are thrown on the ground, volatile heads blow up anyway. So the fire axe gives me a little bit of distance. And even if I'm hitting volatiles in the head, that extra bit of distance, that half a meter distance that the fire axe has over the combat knife, really helped with the damage mitigation. And since I have Berserker in my deck anyway, that makes it so that I can continuously swing at a pretty decent speed, even if I'm out of stam. All right? So that's how you manage this with Charisse and Fire Axe and not having all the crazy stam stuff that Holly provides.
We got a toolkit. I don't know if we want to get a Razor. Tallboy backing up.
It was also very laggy, so you'll see a bit of that too.
Ogre's down.
All right, now we can start getting protection. It'll be a lot nicer.
But you see how the volatile blow up no matter what? If I get too close to that, it hurts me a lot, and I started to learn that.
Okay. All right, I'm going to drop flashes behind.
Here,
Okay.
take this.
Just going to try to pick shit up when I can. Let me walk forward here now. That ball will make it a little bit more tough. Yeah, no, let me get up there.
And a really integral part of how we hold the stairs, and something you heard me just talking about there, is this idea of generating a bunch of items and then pushing forward to pick them up and then falling back to resupply. Pushing forward to pick up, falling back to resupply. Now, we try to do this early, especially since we're generating a lot of items with the Molotovs, but this gets a lot easier later in the level when the runner starts doing their waves. And something, now that I think about it, that we could consider is, since the runner pulls common towards them when they drop off crates in the back of the truck, we could do that earlier than when we already have all 16 crates. Because usually what people do is they get all their crates and then they start running and doing circles. And that running creates a lot of distance for us to pick up items. So maybe in the future what we could do is maybe get 8 crates and then have the runner do a few of those. And then that gives us opportunity to pick up a bunch of items when the runner is drawing aggro outside. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later in the video.
All right, I got the toolkit. I'm just looking to grab, basically, not working. Okay. I see a nade down
You have
there.
a stalker coming in.
Dropping
I don't know where.
toolkit behind. I got stalker somewhere, yeah. Oh, he's right here. I hit him. I don't know what the is going on.
Yeah, he was very laggy.
That was so laggy. Got the turret for a bit.
Very weird. But something that I just said here is I can turret. So that's a really big thing on these levels as well when you have a melee character. Or, yeah, really in general when you have a melee character. If your melee character goes down, you can let them stay down for a little bit. And they do this thing called turreting, where they can just infinitely swing. They don't have to worry about stamina. This also works if you are low on ammo or if you have a really good 2-as-1 type of weapon. You can just continuously fire that weapon while you're down. And you don't have to worry about friendly fire. You can stay alive for a pretty decent amount of time. And this allows you to just grind up a lot of common or mutations without really having to use up any resources for it. And you can do it a lot faster. So turreting is a strategy that you should utilize if you're not already.
I'm trying to grab.
That's part of the reason why the melee frontlines, because they're really good at turreting if they have to.
I'm down to 1 molly.
Rourke, you have 3 grenades next to you.
And now scenarios like this is where I think I should have been using my fire axe more.
It's so all over
And I
the
figured
place.
that out
Okay.
later in the video.
Trying to hold front here.
I'm getting back to the.
There's a molly up here.
But in my mind, I was like, I don't want to blow up the volatile. I don't want to blow up the volatile. And that was just the wrong way to think about it.
He's throwing hands, and I don't have enough damage.
Crusher coming in. I'm coming back to help.
Now, Ren said Crusher's coming in. And one thing that's really nice to do as a strategy is if you have someone on the stairs who has knowledge as power, that makes it so that you can see the health bars of the mutations when you do damage to them. And if you put a razor wire right in the doorway, the mutations always come, or almost always come, through the doorway, which allows you to see exactly how much HP they have right as they enter into the mansion. So this is a really good way to figure out what type of resources you want to spend in order to take down that mutation. Do I need to use a grenade? Do I need to use a Molotov? Do I not need to use anything? The razor wire does a lot of that information seeking for you. Or if you have somebody on the roof, this is typically who's doing it, the Overwatch sniper, they are doing damage to the mutations as they come in, and then they can just call out how much health that creature still has, assuming that person has knowledge as power.
Reeker. Thank you. Just keep stumbling that Reeker.
Yeah, you can see the knowledge as power kicking in here. I think we all found knowledge as power, though.
Oh, it's so buggy up here. Wow.
Okay, I need to keep going. Keep on grabbing.
I'm back on.
And my job is just hold the line, man.
Make it now.
All right. It's got some pills. No, I didn't.
But even if something does happen again, I can turret. Hold the line and sometimes push a little bit so we can pick items up.
Here.
And then farm them and then bring the items back to the
Let me know if
stairwell.
you guys need a heal and I'll drop by.
It's
I'm
got a
going to the
stun gun.
basement right now.
Backing up due to Wretch.
I'm out of SMG.
Okay.
You drop
I'll
the
use
I'm dropping behind
you.
you.
Have a tall boy coming in. Regular tall boy.
Okay, also a stalker. I think stalker's dead. Tall boy's dead.
halfway through. I'm at 8.
I was spoiled with Rourke running. Joking.
Take it. Ammo pouch here.
There's a firecracker right there.
So what you just saw there is sometimes firecrackers or pipe bombs spawn, and you don't necessarily need to save all those for the ending area when people start running the crates in. In fact, I don't think you need pipe bombs at all for that. So the pipe bombs and firecrackers are really nice for two scenarios. One of which is, uh-oh, something happened, we got to revive somebody throw a pipe bomb or a firecracker. Or you could use them a bit more offensively, where you take a firecracker or a pipe bomb and you throw it out the front door. And then what that does is it opens up the base of the stairs for you to pick up all the items that your Hoffman has been farming with Pinata.
You might need this.
You generated another pipe.
All right, backing up a bit.
You have a Reeker coming in.
I think this is actually my first time playing Melee on No Hope.
Holy gosh.
So I haven't done it a whole lot, which is part of how you see we start learning here. I think I start using the fire axe a little bit more, and I'm creating that distance. And it helps a lot with the damage mitigation.
I'll try using this fire axe now. Oh,
You have a Crusher
Yeah, it's
coming
much
in
better.
on the left side.
And again, Berserker's going to make it so I still swing fast
Nice.
enough. Which is part of the reason why Berserker is such a big deal for anybody who isn't playing Holly. Because it's a great way to deal with no stam or low stam.
Oh, is this a stud? Oh, never mind.
they just pooped you. That help? Also, it's kind of like reach up with you for a little. No, I think I did a bunch.
I'm dropping a Molotov back here for you.
I don't think so.
Stalker's that hot? Stud?
6 more to go.
Another important thing that just happened there is Bell said 6 more to go. Those are good callouts if you're the runner. You should be doing that. Keep track of how many things you've picked up and then tell the team, hey, I have found 10 of them. There's 6 more to go. So we can kind of conceptualize what is going on with the level, how much we need to be saving items, if we should try to save a frag grenade for a really bad scenario, or if we're already getting close to being done, we could be a little bit more fruitful with our spending of items, that type of stuff. Yeah, the fire axe is doing so many more favors for me.
Backing up.
Half health?
Even at low stam.
We may need a pipe, I'm sure, just so we could grab more
There's
accessories.
just pipe outside.
Oh my god, that's falling back there.
I can grab the pipe.
Don't we have
outside.
firecrackers behind us?
I'm throwing a pipe for myself.
Yeah, we could do that. We could do that with the firecrackers.
Yeah, you grab them then. I'll just keep holding. Just let me know when you throw so I
I'm
can
out of
pick up
pipe.
items. Oh wait, no, I got the crackers. Okay, I'll throw it.
After the Reeker.
Yeah, already do it.
Down, Bruiser.
Cowboy. I didn't see anything to grab. God damn. We have more crackers
Bruiser's a
behind
half.
us. Yep, moving.
Now that I think about it, one thing that's really nice about having Charisse in this scenario, we didn't really get to experience this, but if you get a T5 level that has armored ridden, then the stairs get really easy to deal with because you'll be proccing a lot of armor. And what that armor will do is allow you to face tank any tall boy or bruiser that comes in. So you can hold the stairs like a brick wall at that point.
You guys need time to grab stuff?
I mean, I don't know if there's anything to grab right now. There's a pipe bomb way out there. All right, he's going for it. Oh, Wretch behind you. Okay, I'm just gonna hold the stairs then.
Whoa, why is the fucking basement crowded with shit?
There's mollies, and I grabbed a pipe, but that's all I could grab.
Okay.
I'll drop down.
We got a couple things behind us here too. I don't see anything. I mean, I'm grabbing some bandages.
It's a little bit further down.
I'll grab it. I can do
Oh, there's
it.
Molly right there. Here, guarding for you.
Thank you. And there's a nade on the left. On the fire.
Okay. You start on the left. Is it at the base?
Right there.
All right, not pushing quite yet. A little too much.
Catch me off guard.
Bruiser.
All right.
Half health.
Bruiser's about half.
Reaker coming in as well.
I'm helping.
Good stuff.
So yeah, you can see a couple of things that just happened there. One, Ren went ahead and called out creatures coming in, and he gave us an idea on how much HP there was. Two, you can see since I have Knowledge's Power and I place those Razor Wire right there, I can get a really good idea of how much health the Reaker and the Tall Boys have without having to directly engage them. So I can plan out, well, I can do maybe 2 swings and they'll go down, that type of thing. Knowledge's Power is really helpful in those scenarios, and so is the Scouting Razor Wire.
Dead.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And now I'm starting to use the AA-12 more, which I should have been doing earlier. That being said, though,
That's fun, bro.
I would have used up a ton of ammo, and I don't think we had a ton of shotgun laying around. Because Highwayman doesn't make shotgun ammo right now for some reason. I think Hoffman does, but Highwayman doesn't.
Bodyguard.
Get it off me.
I got stunned.
I'm just gonna turret for you.
I gotta come back.
Help me!
I don't know where that stalker is.
Dude, get off of me.
Got it.
Jesus.
Can't do a lot of good down here on my
And again, my job is the front line here. Like, I got grabbed by that stalker and I went down, and that's great. Because if Rourke goes down, he has so much more explosive power than I do. Way more. He can grenade and take out the whole room. He can Molotov and burn everything up to a crisp. I can swing my axe. So keeping Rourke alive is much more important than keeping me up and alive. Because if I go down, I gain power as a turret. Rourke loses a lot of power when he tries turreting because he can't throw things anymore. See what I'm saying? So if there's going to be a stalker, or there's going to be a hawker, or there's going to be something, or like a crusher, melee gets in the front for better or for worse. Now, ideally, you don't get grabbed, but if somebody's going to get grabbed, it should be the melee person because they can damage mitigate it better, and if they do go down, it's much less of a penalty to the whole team.
I'll come by to heal.
Get the fuck out of my face!
I also have, yeah, I got 3 bandages here. I'm gonna drop them all up here.
Take it.
I don't know how much it'll help, but
Just pop a medkit on you.
I never thought I'd be doing this when I was at medical.
Come
The
back.
big thing
Shredder.
that I really think people need to understand about melee in this scenario is you have a role. You have a job. It is not
Find you,
take
Bell.
over the whole match like melee can do in a lot of other scenarios. In this scenario, it is be the support character to make it so that your stronger character, the exploder, can do their job a lot more effectively.
Oh, I lost
is
count.
working better.
I believe I'm at 13.
Berserker here.
I grabbed one for you. Here's
Okay,
14.
so 14.
Giving me more
More
range.
left.
They're all on the first
Alright,
floor.
Crusher. Oh, he's half.
Hawker somewhere.
I don't see it. And a hawker coming in.
Got it.
Okay. I got that.
And I think you'll start to see me start to use the AA-12 a lot more now here too.
I have no idea what we
Especially
have
as
at the base
mutations come in.
I still see that grenade there. I can see body
That
armor.
stalker is less than half.
Alright, I got body armor so I can even hit.
You put a pipe?
Oh, there's a stalker. Can't. No, he got me. Man, they're so laggy in here. These stalkers.
That's exactly what I was talking about. I need to get in front and get grabbed by the stalker because Rourke can throw a grenade and just blow everything up anyway. Now, if Rourke got grabbed, I don't even have a grenade on me, I don't think. But even in that scenario, let's say I wanted to go axe the stalker that was there. Well, 1, there was 2 stalkers. 2, you're not necessarily going to be able to get away with that. And if you do, it's probably going to come at the cost of a bunch of other commons swinging at you. Be the frontliner, take your damage, be the tank. That's your job.
What? Whoa!
Oh, where are you?
That was crazy. I like was teleporting right there.
Yeah,
There's
it
like
gets
a
really
certain
bad, yeah.
flight of stairs.
Bell, watch your back when you're running.
Keeping this.
Because they're coming behind us.
I have an ammo crate. I'm dropping it behind. Hopefully, you can get something.
Here, take this. You really thought you did?
Hawker. Got it. Crusher. Ooh, and a tall boy.
What? You ignored it.
Yep, I stunned him. Reeker.
Reeker.
I'm out of sniper ammo.
Body armor came in clutch right there.
Dropping sniper.
This should come in handy.
Fighting.
I'm helping you guys watch stairs. Too much coming in.
Red, whenever you're ready.
I have no packs for you.
Oh
There
my
we go.
god, there's someone. I'm gonna help you kill it.
That's spicy. We almost got pushed in.
Pressure.
Fuck. I wasn't looking. Anything to throw at him? Okay, I'm good. Reeker, backing up.
Reeker's almost dead.
Yep, yeah, he is.
Oh, I can't cover you right now.
What you just saw me do there, I don't know if you're paying attention, there was a trick that I use when I'm doing melee. I talked about this in a separate video where I had my gun out and I started stabbing, but if you have your gun out while you're using a combat knife, you're not getting the benefit of Spiky Bits' damage reduction. So I started shooting and then I started stabbing, and then while I was stabbing, I switched to my fire axe. So my weapon as the fire axe became the equipped weapon, even though I never stopped stabbing. But when you do that, you start getting that increased damage reduction. So I think I have a whole video about that, but make sure you try to have your melee weapon out as much as you can if you're trying to benefit from damage reduction. Even if you're not actively using the fire axe, have it equipped.
Got it. You guys get on stairs?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Bell's trying to do his runs now here. And I think there's going to be a little bit of trying to figure that out. But what you see here is, one, there's a pipe bomb, so the Ridden got pulled that way, and that gives us an opportunity to pick things up here in the lobby. But you'll start to see things get drawn out that way even without pipe bombs, simply because Bell is doing their running.
Rourke, you need a molly?
I do.
I grabbed you one.
Okay. Grabbing nades. Oh,
Molly
finally.
up the staircase.
Thank you. Oh, that's gonna help a lot.
Do we have something behind us? No, underneath. Exploder?
Would you look at that? I need that. I don't think so.
He's healthy.
We got in the fire. We're fine. He's almost dead.
That's another really important thing to know if you don't already know that. If you're trying to hold stairs, here's what you need to know about Molotovs. So they're great for farming items because of Pinata, right? They kill a lot of things. But from a mutations perspective, if you have tall boys or bruisers, they take increased damage from Molotovs. Crushers and rippers do not. All right? Very important to know that. Tall boys take a ton of extra fire damage. Bruisers take a little bit more. And then crushers and rippers don't care about fire. They don't take any extra damage. But when you see Monstrous Tall Boy show up as one of your corruption cards, Molotovs are something you should prioritize. Unless you have somebody who has so much grenade damage that they can nuke a Tall Boy anyway, you should really be prioritizing fire damage, because a Molotov will obliterate any sort of Tall Boy, even if it's monstrous.
Another tall boy.
I'm working
Is
on
he in the
this
fire
one,
again? No, he's not.
but I'm
Okay.
doing like no damage to him.
Hawker? Hit the
Line of
Hawker?
fire.
Alright, regular tall. He'll be fine. It's a tall boy.
It's when the Tall Boys become ferocious. I should clarify. Once Tall Boys become ferocious, they get a fix called Hardened, and that reduces the amount of explosive damage they take by 75%. But again, Molotovs are the way to do it, because the Molotovs never get affected. It's explosive damage, not fire damage, that gets reduced with the Hardened affix.
There's a grenade right in front of you. There you go. Hitting that off you. There you go.
And you can tell if something's monstrous because they'll have those little tendrils on their forehead. I'll point it out next time we see it.
It really just depends on what I'm running. If it's hang or hop in, or what team's running.
Split things. Bruiser and the top boy coming into you guys. Bruiser is almost dead.
Yoink, 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 yoink.
Almost dead. Second one's almost dead too.
Need to reload here. Put another razor wire behind. Here we go. Oh, I got to reuse. Holy shit. Here, Rourke, give magicians you place these.
Holy crap, I'm back.
Machiavelli, welcome back. 45 months, goddamn. Oh, I see a Molly. Also here, a tall boy coming and potentially a
Tallboy's
Hawker.
healthy, very healthy.
Where's very
All right,
healthy.
backing up.
Coming back to Tallboy.
Doing with Hawker,
Almost
hitting
dead.
it. Hawker's dead. Wretch, me. Oh, he's got me good. All right.
I see a flash.
Look at that.
Yep. Gonna push for it.
Not bad.
I can't seem to get it unless you got it.
Nope.
I got it. I'll just hold it for now. Here's something pukey. There it is. Got it.
Well, what do you know?
And there's
Hawker.
Hawker.
See a bruiser coming far as well.
Bruiser's very healthy.
Yep.
Half health.
60%. 40, 20.
I'm helping.
No, he's down.
Another Bruiser outside.
If you guys can drop shotgun ammo next time you're over here.
I'll come by and drop it.
Yeah, go ahead, Phil.
All right, bruiser.
Popping shotgun.
Real difficult to get on my bad side. You seem determined.
This is board.
Yeah,
What
You
happened
have
to
to. You have to go down.
you have to go. If you don't think you can run, let me run.
There's the monstrous I was just talking about. Saw it on the stalker's forehead. Something that helps with when you're running to drop off containers in the back of the truck is to jump into the back of the truck, drop off your
I run like
container, and then vault over the right side of the truck, and that makes it so you could take advantage of the slow climbing animations that the Ridden have.
I think I might see
Don't
him.
drop
Oh,
your
he's hard to
secondary.
tell. No, could just be ammo.
Bruiser's got 3/4
You're
HP.
in my way.
He's dead. I'll receive him.
Bruisers never get the hardened to fix, so grenades are always going to be good against a bruiser. They're very tanky, but they're still weak to grenades like every other mutation. It's just the tall boys that are really strong against grenades.
Oh, okay, okay. Anything. Gonna take these pills.
Nope.
All right, get back up.
Whoa, what the? Okay, I'm heading back in.
Oh, how much HP is that? Never mind. Question full.
There's shotgun up here. I'll open a few ammo crates.
Okay,
I dropped my shotgun up there too.
I'm good right now too. Oh my god. This fire axe is nice because it like
Still
has
at
a little bit of
240.
range. The volatile don't hurt as bad.
Coming
Sorry.
back from Bruiser.
Bruiser's dead.
That's enough out of you.
Reeker's almost dead. Go ahead, Val.
It's your lucky day.
Whoa.
Oh, just nailed someone. Sorry. Hit it. Dead. Freaker. Dead. Nice. I saw something to the left of the stair here. I'm gonna look for it. It's a bandage. What else do we see?
There's a nade.
Down that easy.
Okay. Yeah, I can't get it right now.
Here, take this. Here. Suits you more than me. Don't make
Got
me
the
take
nade.
that away from you.
Nice.
I ran one, Val.
I don't mind.
I heard the pipe and I was like, no.
I see a flash.
Hold on.
Walker.
Backing up. Nice.
Jump past me.
Got the
I'm gonna wait
flash.
for that Hawker's dead.
Dead.
Stalker down. There's a stalker out there too, and a
There's
shredder.
a Shredder.
Shredder's
Stalker.
down.
Oh no, somebody grabbed me.
Fell. Go heal them.
Not really ideal conditions for treatment.
Greatly appreciate.
Rourke, do you want to drop your medkit?
Oh, there's a medkit up front.
Thanks, Doc.
Stalker, someone.
Fuck out of here.
Hit the soccer. He's still alive? No, now he's dead. Reeker up front.
I can stumble it.
I have one in my hand. I'll run this one.
Stalker again. Got it.
See a Molly up there, I think. Yeah, I do. Protecting. You good?
You want to grab that medkit?
Yeah.
There's a lot on you, pal.
Got it. Alright, I'm putting it back here. Also dropping a flash.
Let's go. I'm gonna grab the
Yeah, we're
defib.
good. We're good to go. I have a crate on me.
Good to go.
Not bad.
I'm gonna go grab the medkit and stuff.
I already grabbed it. Let's go. Let's
You already
go.
grabbed it?
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, who's gonna crate right now? All three of you?
I have one.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm up.
All three of us have it. There's only
Yep,
three.
let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
I can see.
Oh, you're fine. Nice.
Just flash faked us.
That's how you do it. I threw the flash just in case there's anything around us to keep it stunned off of us. Also for effect.
You're fine.
So, if you guys have any questions or there's anything that you're wondering about, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below. But we stream just about every single night, twitch.tv/SwingPoynt. That's also a great place to go ahead and talk to me or the team directly. If you found this video helpful or any of the other videos we have on the channel here, please consider subscribing down below. And if you want to support the channel just a little bit more, you can go ahead and click the join button down below and support the channel for about $1 a month. Money goes directly to me, and then I go and get to keep doing this stuff for a living. So, thank you guys. You guys are the best, and I'll see you in the next video that we do around.